Hi guys, my name is Paul Pack, and I'm a writing teacher at Mr. Books Club. And today we're going to be talking about the summary. Now, really quickly, let me explain what a summary actually is. Okay. A summary is basically a paraphrase. Okay. Now that's a big word, so I'll explain it. A paraphrase is you take other people's words and you re-explain what that person said in your own words. So if I give you, say, a long article that I've written to you, you read it and then you re-explain it. You say what I said again in your own words. Okay? That is basically a summary. You don't quote too much or tell me exactly word for word what I said before. You say it again with your own words, in your own understanding. Now, a written summary is just like that. Okay? You write a summary using your own words about someone else's words. Okay? So somebody else's words, you rewrite in your own words. Remember that. Okay? A summary will usually be shorter than another person's words. Okay? Their topic, what they wrote about, you read it and you rewrite it in your own words, but in a shorter way. Really, the summary only focuses on the most important ideas, the most important details. Okay? So, your summary, to summarize again, your summary should rewrite someone else's words in your own words in a shorter, more direct way. Okay? That is basically what a summary is. And when you write a summary, it's important to really understand what you've read. Okay? So you'll be provided, or given, something that has words on a topic, right? They'll talk to you, they'll tell you about something. Maybe they will explain what beavers are like. Maybe they'll explain what kiting is like, or types of fishing, or sports, or animals, any kind of topic. And they will explain it very well. Your job after you read is to restate or re-say the most important parts of that in your own words, in your own way. Okay? It's going to be shorter, and it's going to be more to the most important parts. Okay? So that's basically a summary. So, for instance, if we give you an assignment, toad or frog, right? It'll be a short passage or article or essay about toads and frogs. Okay? You read it as well as you can. Okay? And you first figure out what the main idea of that passage is. The main idea will be, for instance, in frog or toad, the differences and similarities between frogs and toads. In other cases, if we give you one on kiting, the main idea will be what is kiting, what types of kiting are there, and how can we learn how to fly kites, right? So that would be a main idea. Now, when you write a summary, really you don't need a lot of paragraphs, okay? Maybe one or two at the most. But those one or two paragraphs have to be kind of long, okay? The first paragraph will state really quickly the main idea of what you read, okay? You tell in writing the main idea of the passage. And then afterwards, you start giving me important parts of it, restating details that you read from the big passage. Okay? Now remember, don't copy what the original passage said. You have to re-say these things in your own words. Okay? We want to see how well you understand the passage and how well you can tell other people about that passage too. Okay? Other things. If, for instance, you have one that has two things, frog and toad, and the passage is telling you the differences and similarities of frog and toad, you want to have two paragraphs. One paragraph on just frogs. Second paragraph on just toads. Okay? You don't have to give your opinions. You don't have to tell me why these are important. Just summarize. Okay? Tell me again what you've read and show me that you understand the article. Okay? Now, other things you might want to remember is that when you start telling me the important things about the article, keep it in chronological order. That's a big word. I'll explain. It means that you tell me what the article says in the way you read it. Okay? If a detail comes up first, you write that detail. If another detail comes up, you write that detail. And if a third detail comes out, you write that detail. Do not mix around. Just follow it in the order you read it the first time. Okay? That is what chronological order means. Now, normally this is probably the best way to write a summary. Other things. So basically, in your big paragraph, you want anywhere between about 7 to 10 sentences, at least. Okay? So the main idea, maybe 3 to 4, maybe 5 sentences telling me what's going on in one paragraph, and then a closing statement. The closing statement at the end of a paragraph is basically a quick little summary about your paragraph, about what you've written and all the things you've said in that paragraph. Okay? And that's really all there is to a written summary. So if I have to make this clearer, I'll go ahead and go back through the order of things. Okay? So first, summary is a rewritten information about another passage you read. Okay? You say it in your own words, in your way you write. Okay? Then you give me the main idea in the paragraph. Right? The first sentence should be the main idea of that passage you read. Then following sentences should be the details about that topic, about that main idea that you read in your own words. Okay? You have to write them in your own words. That's very important. And lastly, you give your concluding statement, the last sentence that summarizes your paragraph. Now, really quickly, the last couple tips I got to give you is that do not add information. If you know something about the topic, like frog or toad, don't add it. Just stick to what you read. Okay? Don't add stuff that you know. Okay? Just the stuff that you read. And your summary should come out pretty good. Okay? So, if that's the last, we'll talk to you again some other time about other writing tips and other types of things to improve your writing. So, okay. Thanks a lot.